Good morning, how are you today? It is Wednesday, Wobble Wednesday, the 30th of September today. How's things? My name is Karen. I hope you are doing okay because it's not as nice a weather it was yesterday. Never mind. So in case you didn't know, this is Get Moving and we're all about helping people with mobility issues to get moving stay moving for as long as possible, be as strong as possible, be as flexible, mobile, fit as possible. Going to basically give people who might not move as well as possible, give them a chance to do some good solid exercise, and we all know exercise is good. So at the top just then, it is Wobble Wednesday, so today I'll be focusing a little bit more on people who are standing and for their balance, for their falls prevention. Okay, doesn't mean I'm going to ignore people who are seated. You've got alternatives and stuff, we'll do them, don't worry, but just for today, just for Wobble Wednesday, I will be working a little bit more, concentrating a little bit more on balance and people who are standing. Just the way it is, I'm afraid. So that's Wobble Wednesday. What have we got? So I am fondling my resistance band here. So yesterday on Technique Tuesday, I showed you the new exercise of the week we'll be doing today. That involves a resistance band like so. So I hope you have yours ready. If you haven't, get it now very quickly. We'll sneak that in near the start. But yes, it's Wobble Wednesday, so we're going to practice balancing. Like I always say, and I'm sure I'll say it again in a minute, balancing is not about staying still. Balancing is about moving and not falling over. Okay, and so we are going to be challenging our balance today and wobbling, but not falling over. But first of all, if you are seated, if you can't stand and do these balance exercises, we're going to alternate between two different exercises for you, okay? We've done them before, or variations at least. So, the first one is the sit-up, okay, the core exercises. So, if you are seated, the first one we'll do, you will have your bum shifted right to the front of the seat, so you've got a nice big gap behind you, no backrest immediately behind you there. And the sit-up is dead simple. You're going to lean back and then sit up using your stomach muscles, leaning back and then sitting up. Okay, that's the first one we'll do, the sit-up, nice and simple. The second one even is a seated dead bug. Now we've done variations of this before. We used the ball before and we had it on one knee or the other knee and we used one leg at a time. This one, no ball involved, and we're going to use both hands and both knees together. Okay, I'll show you the front first of all. So the seated dead bug, you're going to be sitting nice and tall first of all. You're going to lift both knees or both feet off the floor. Now for some of you that might well be the exercise there and then, just lifting both feet up off the floor. You'll be using a bit of muscles in your legs, but straight away you will be using muscles in your stomach as well, and that's what we're after. So level 1 is literally both feet up off the floor at the same time. Level 2 is both feet up off the floor and both hands pressing down hard onto the knees. Now you'll notice as the knees come up and the hands go down, you will feel your stomach muscles just working a little bit more, and you'll hold it there for a few seconds, a few breaths even, and then you relax, and then you repeat again. Knees up, hands down, push, hold it for a few seconds, and then relax. Okay, and that's level 2. Again, it's going to use a fair bit of your legs, but the more you push down with your hand, the more stomach you'll feel. So they're the two exercises you'll be doing if you are seated. Both of them are core exercises, both of them are belly exercises. Seated dead bug and or the sit-up. Sitting back, sitting up. Okay? I'll tell you when to do them, but have a quick practice of them now, okay? Everyone standing. Balance time. So, the balance exercise for you today is the standing starfish. If you are unstable, if you're unsure, by all means stand close to a wall, a table, a chair, something like that. Try not to use it if you can get away with it, but it's there just in case. Standing starfish on the right hand side, so I'm going to use my right leg will stay on the floor. Easy version, level 1, is just lifting the left leg up and balancing on that right leg, just balancing. Notice how my body sways to that side, to the side of my standing supporting leg. So that's the easier version. Harder version is just making it a bit bigger. The other leg is sticking out a bit more. We can use our arms to help balance if we need. But again, we're just balancing, and notice again how my body is leaning way over this side. And then recovering. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, on the left leg. So standing on my left leg, easy version is just there. Harder version is a bigger sway over like so. Okay? And they are the balance exercise we'll be doing today. We'll alternate them between all the normal ones. I hope you've got that. I hope you understand. I hope by now you've all got your resistance band ready for the exercise of the week. So we'll make things going, shall we? Make things going? Is that even a phrase? It is now. If I say it, it's bound to be a phrase, I'm sure. So I've got my timer set for 25 seconds. That's how long I'm going to do all these exercises for, okay? First one is marching on the spot. If you are seated, you're going to be sat tall and marching your legs one at a time up and down like so. Nice and simple. If you're standing, you'll be marching on the spot just up and down like so. 25 seconds worth. Are you ready, boys and girls? I hope so, because we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Away we go. Marching on the spot. Easy version. It's a small move, the knees come up that far. Harder version, we make it a bigger move and the knees come up a little bit higher. As I always say, and I will always continue saying this because it bears repeating, do what you can do. Even if it's a small amount, that is better than just going, no, I can't do anything and doing nothing. So that's our 25 seconds. So now, first of all, we're going to go into our first repeating exercise. So if you are seated, what have we got here? Sit-ups. So, seated people, make sure there's a gap behind you. You're going to sit back and then sit up. Use your stomach muscles. We'll do that in a sec. If we're standing and balancing, I'm going to be standing on my right leg, okay? My right leg's on the floor. 25 seconds of balancing or 25 seconds of sit-ups. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So, I'm just standing. I'm sticking my arms and legs out a little bit like a little starfish, because obviously starfish stand like this. I should know. I'm the marine biologist. I spent 3 years studying this. I know my stuff. So the more we stick the leg out, the more interesting it becomes, and the more starfish we get. Easier version is like so. Again, this foot's off the floor though. Harder version is like so. And that is our 25 seconds. Nice and simple. Balancing securely, not falling over. So now we're going to move everybody onto the next exercise. Exercise of the week. So we've got a resistance band. Everybody seated down on your bum. Okay? Everyone's sitting down. I am going to stand securely, anchoring this resistance band underneath my feet. For me, personally, the flappy bit here is about up to my knee, give or take there. It'll be similar or different from you, but adjust it yourself. We're going to be sat tall. Arm, in this case my right arm, is straight, and I am going to stretch it and lift it up and down, and then off to the sides diagonally and down, okay? I am sat tall. I am not slouched over. We will do 25 seconds on this side and then 25 seconds on the other side. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So flying like Superman, lift the arm up nice and high, feel the shoulder blades pinching back behind, controlled return, and the same thing diagonally out. Diagonally out. Again, sitting tall, shoulders back, and then recover. Same thing again, up vertically, and then out diagonally. And that's our 25 seconds. So now I'm going to swap over to the other side. Now you may well have a better side and a worse side. You may well need to adjust this resistance band to make it harder down there somewhere or easier up here somewhere. You adjust it accordingly, but give it a go on both sides. So same again, 25 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Elbow is straight, lifting it up vertical, under control down. Again, keeping my elbow straight, out diagonally, and then back down, and then back up the top again. Vertically up there, imagine I'm in a narrow corridor, and then suddenly in a wide corridor, arm out to the side diagonally. Again, my shoulder blade is pinning back, and then down, And that is it. That's our 25 seconds. That's our exercise of the week, okay? We'll be doing this for the next 6-7 days, okay? So make sure you have your resistance band ready. Make sure you practice that. So now we move on to the next balance one. So if we are seated, it is dead bug time. So if you're seated, version 1, level 1, both knees up off the floor, or both feet up off the floor. Level 2, pressing down hard onto the knees. Hold it for 2 or 3 breaths. Relax and repeat. Level 1 is knees up. Level 2, pushing down with your hands. Hold it for 2 or 3 breaths and then relax. Okay. If we're standing, balancing on our left leg, well, I'm going to use my left leg. 25 seconds worth. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Standing like a starfish. Easy version, just hover this foot off the floor, just hovering. Again, I'm close to a wall if I need balance for security. If I can, I'm going to make it a bigger move out there. I'm going to let my arms wave. I'm going to let my whole body wave. My leg and my arms, they will move wherever they need to move to help me keep my balance. And that's it. 25 seconds done. Simple as. And we're going to repeat those exercises all through this morning session, okay? So knee bends next. Seated people, sit tall, kick one foot out and then the other like so. Good knee bends there. If you're standing, balancing again on one leg, kicking your heels back up to your bum. 25 seconds worth in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Kicking the feet back. Again, actually small move is easier version, level 1. But we're going to progress on to level 2, which is a bigger move. The more of a bend in the knees. This kind of move will help keep your knees mobile, stopping from getting stiff and sore and seized up. This kind of stuff is really good for looking after the mobility of your knee joints. Time. So if we're seated, sit-ups. Remember, a gap behind you. Sit back, sit up, repeat. If we're standing, I'm standing on my right leg to balance. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Balancing like a starfish. Again, let the leg, let the arms move. Let them sway. Wobble as much as you want, just to keep your balance and not fall over. I am much happier with people wobbling and swaying and maintaining their balance than trying to stay still and then falling over. That's no good for anybody, and that's our time. So twisting time again now then. Sarah's favourite. So if we're seated or standing, same thing either way, it doesn't make a difference. Sitting or standing tall, fold your arms, big twist one way, big twist the other way. In 3, in 2, in 1, off we go. Nice big twist there, nice big twist there, and then repeat. Keep it going, side to side. Again, as big a move as you personally can do. If you can only manage a small move, then by all means do a small move. But if you can manage a bigger move, guess what? You're going to do a bigger move. You know your limitations better than me. And that's it. That's our time. So if we're seated, dead bug, level 1, knees up. Level 2, press down hard on the with the hands on the knees there. If we're standing, I am standing on my left leg. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Balancing away. Now, when it comes to balance, confidence plays a big part. And so I do not mind at all if you are standing close to a wall, close to a table or someone solid, anything to gain your confidence so you are brave enough to try it. I always think of it as a figurative safety net underneath the trapeze. Gives us confidence to try these things. That's our time. So double tap time now. Okay, if you're seated, sitting down, one knee comes up twice, another one comes up twice. Don't collapse backwards, okay? Stay sat tall. If you're standing, again, a very good balance one. We'll be standing on one leg at a time again. One knee comes up, taps the hand twice, and then the other one taps the hand twice. Down here is nice and easy-ish. Still going to be fairly tough. Up here, much, much harder. 25 seconds to give it a try though. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. So again, if confidence is a bit of a thing, stand close to a wall, a table, a chair, a sofa, a person, I don't mind. anything to give you the confidence to give it a try. Now, don't rely on that person, wall, chair. I don't want you holding on all the time and relying on it. Have your hand hovering an inch away if you need. Then you're not relying on it, but it's there just in case. That's our time. Okay. Sit-ups. If we're seated, sit-ups. You know it by now. Sitting back, sitting up. If we're standing, I'm standing on my right leg. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Balancing again. So again, if you want, my hand is hovering close to the wall. I'm not relying on it, but it's just hovering there. If I feel like I'm actually going to go, I can hold on, recover, and then repeat. That wall gives me confidence to try these scary things, and then I get better. That's our time. Well done. We got up to side bends. Anna's favourite. Give us a wave, Anna. Down there, sitting or standing, it's the same thing. One arm goes down. If we can, other arm comes up over the top. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. A back mobility exercise. If you have a sore or stiff, seized up back, this kind of thing will be very useful for it. It gets the back moving. It's not strenuous. It's not massively challenging, but it gets the back, the spine, moving. And that's our time. Crackers do this quite nicely. Dead bugs. So if we're seated, again, level 1, knees up, feet off the floor, just holding it there. That will switch on your belly straight away, just doing that. If you can, knees up and push down hard with the hands. That'll switch on the belly even more. If we're standing, I'm standing and balancing on my left leg in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So again, I'm close to a wall, close to someone or something solid. I'm going to let this leg and these arms move around. These are nice, big, counterbalance counterweights. If I find myself falling one way, I'm going to stick a big counterweight out the other way to regain my balance. Let them help us keep our balance. Use them. And you can use them by moving them around, okay? Where we got squats and sit stands. So everybody who is seated, time to stand up. So Keith, this definitely means you. Feet back, body weight forwards. You have to get your body weight over your feet. It will not work otherwise. So body weight forwards. You're going to stand up, and then you're going to sit back down under control, and then you're going to repeat as often as you can for 25 seconds. Whether you do it once or whether you do it 25 times, I don't mind. You do what you can do. If we're standing, we're going to be squatting and standing, okay? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Easy version is a small move like so. Squatting onto a high bar stool. But if we can, we're going to squat down a bit lower, nice and low. A bigger move is a better but harder move. We want to make things better, and we do that by making things harder. Slowly but surely, we make it a bigger, stronger, better move for our legs, and that's our time. Sit-ups. If you're seated, lean back. Sit up, use your stomach muscles. If we're standing, standing on my right leg. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Again, I'm standing close to, but not touching a solid wall. That's going to give me confidence. And then I'm going to let my leg and my arms move around. I am not going to stay still. I'm going to let them move around and help me regain my balance. When I start to go a little bit, I'm going to move something and regain it. Wobbling is good. We've got sit-ups. Did I miss one out? I'm not sure. Oh, we've done squats, haven't we? Tightrope walking. I did miss one out. Okay, tightrope walking. If, though, we're seated, ankle mobility. Bending and flexing that ankle joint. First of all, the heel is going to touch the floor. Then point your toes and get your toes to touch the floor. Then the heel, toes, repeat, and do the same on both sides, okay? If we're standing, tightrope walking, again, a classic, very good balance exercise. Imagine you have a tightrope painted on the floor. Feet wide is easier, but we're going to make them as narrow as we can, okay? Walking forward on this tightrope with me, everybody. Off you go. Heel toe, heel toe. Like I've said with all the other balance exercises, let your arms help you. These are counterbalances. These are going to help us maintain and regain our balance. Wobbling is good. That's why we call it Wobble Wednesday. And that's why we don't call it Stand Still Wednesday, because that's a silly name and it's no good for anybody. Going backwards, the same thing again, this time of course. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Moving, let your arms, let your body move, let them regain your balance. If you find yourself toppling one way, stick the other arm out. If you find yourself toppling that way, stick your other arm out. That's going to help us regain our balance. And we're going to do that one more time, because we all know the second time's always better. We did this morning. Second time was better. Prove my point. Off we go forwards again. Heels, toe. Wobbling, moving. Let yourself move. Let your body sway. Falling over is bad. Wobbling and swaying is good. I'm going to repeat that to the day I die. And then backwards. Toes, heels, toes, heels. The reason I repeat it is because it's not what people think. People think balance is about staying still. It is not. And I am going to beat that into people's submission. Balance is about moving. And that's why we wobble. That's it. Well done. Okay, what we got here? Dead bugs. If you are seated, level 1, knees up. Level 2, knees up and hands pushing down hard. And that, you should hopefully feel your stomach muscles working. If we're standing, I'm on my left leg, balancing for 25 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Balancing again. Again, I'm not standing still. That's no good. I am moving. Swaying. My leg is flapping about. My arms are flapping about. I am shifting my center of gravity and keeping it over this supporting foot. If my center of gravity goes outside of that supporting foot, outside that footprint, I'm going over. I am using my arms and legs, everything to keep my center of gravity over that foot. That's our time. Well done. Okay, fast feet. Nearly at the end. Getting out of breath time. I'm just going to adjust my timer. 10 seconds, of course. You know this by now. 10 seconds of fast feet. So everybody who is seated down, dead simple, running on the spot, like so. Get your feet moving nice and quick. The idea of this is fast feet is good, but also to get you out of breath. If we're standing, running on the spot, again, getting us out of breath, but fast feet is vitally important for balance. That's why one of the other major balance exercises we do is the stamp. That's fast feet. So if you're jostling in the street, if you're on a ferry and you're in a choppy seas or something, you have to move your feet fast to regain your balance, to catch your balance. So we're going to practice fast feet. It is so important for balance. 10 seconds of fast feet. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and quick. Being able to move our feet so that if we lose our balance, we can catch it. Time. That's our 10. That's round 1. We're obviously going to do round 2. Fast feet, vital. I am going to repeat this. I'm going to say a lot of stuff before I die, and it's going to revolve around all the stuff you're hearing now. Round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Quick feet again. If they move slow, not as good. If they move fast, much better. There we go. And as you saw, they weren't a big movement. They were a small movement, but they were a fast movement. And that's the key bit. So I'm shifting my timer back to 25 seconds. The last bit, shadow boxing. If you are seated, you can stay seated, but fists up, punching high, punching low, twist the body and get yourself out of breath. Just jabbing away, punching away an imaginary person. If we're standing, jabbing away, punching away, but as As I say every Wobble Wednesday, think about your footwork now. Don't, if you're standing, don't be standing still and punching. I want your footwork moving forwards, backwards, side to side. The priority for you guys is footwork today, okay? 25 seconds worth. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So punching away, whether you're seated or standing, that's good. But if you're standing, concentrate on your footwork. The footwork is more important than the punches today. Punches are important for everybody, yeah? But today, if you're standing, footwork. Forwards, backwards, side to side. Keep your feet moving. Time. Okay, so that's round one. I'm going to do this next one seated. If you're standing, keep your damn feet moving, all right? I'll be back again for you in a minute. Seated versions. Okay, punching. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if we're seated, we're just relying on our arms now. Punching high, punching low, hooking around, uppercuts, down, elbows, everything. Body twisting. Twist, 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 twist. And hopefully you should be feeling your breathing getting up, rising, getting nicely out of breath. Quick hands. That's our time. And so we've got one round left. I'm going to do this with standing. So everyone on the feet, don't forget, priority is footwork. The last round. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So more important than the arms is the foot movement. This is if you're standing. If you're seated, get your arms moving. If we're standing, keep your feet moving. You can swap legs, move forwards, move back, go to the left or the right, switch them again, but keep them light on your feet and moving. And that is our time. Oh, so sorry, we've got one last bit, the final belly one. So if you are seated, dead bugs, level 1, knees up, level 2, press down hard. And if you are standing, finishing off on the left leg. The last 25 seconds this is, make it good. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. The last ones again, balancing, swaying, wobbling as much as you want or need, but keep that central gravity over that foot. I was doing balance and coordination stuff with my sister the other day. We were doing this very kind of stuff. This is good no matter what your level, whether a beginner or advanced, it does not matter. This kind of stuff is amazing, and that is our time. Well done, everybody, for a very, very good, hopefully very, very good Wobble Wednesday. As I say, Wobble Wednesday, we concentrate more on balance. We concentrate a bit more on the people who are standing, but that's just once a week. Every other day of the week, we equally concentrate on people, whether you're seated or standing. But just for today, because balance coordination is an important thing, I kind of just pick on people who are standing and need help with balance. Hope that's okay with you guys. If you have any questions at all about what we've done, how we do it, and that kind of stuff, please, in the comments below, whack them, just type it in there, and then we will answer it as soon as we can. I say we, I'm rubbish at replying and stuff, let's be honest. But I will do my damnedest to reply. I will try. I'll try and be better because I'm a bit rubbish. But if you have any questions, that's where you ask it away down there. If you want, of course, the website is in the description up the top there. reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. That'll answer most questions there, to be honest with you. But it's also got all the previous workouts as well, so you can try all them. If you want to really work on your balance, then by all means, just click on the link that says Wobble Wednesday and you'll find all the Wobble Wednesday workouts, and you can do them back to back and have a day full of balance challenges. Really good. We've got the share button down there. You know what to do with that. Click that, share it to all your friends and family, annoy the hell out of them all and get them wobbling with you. It's really good fun, trust me. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it now. It is Thinking Thursday tomorrow, don't forget. We're going to put a brain on tomorrow. We're not going to just rely on going through the motions. We're going to plan and think our way into a better body. So that's what we're doing tomorrow at 11 o'clock. You know what I'm going to say. Thank you very much, boys and girls. I love you lots. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.